Hi friends, Itheria here, and I'm feeling pretty lazy, so meet my new mouthpiece. Anyway, I've been doing some holiday shopping, as I'm sure we all are, because it is the week of Thanksgiving and thus Black Friday. It is actually Black Friday as I'm recording this video, so I thought it'd be interesting to talk about what I think characters in Final Fantasy XIV would buy if they could go Black Friday shopping. So let's begin. Starting off with our favorite girl, Y'shtola, everyone's favorite waifu apparently, and I don't think that she'd be buying the things that people on Twitter are putting her in, but I do think that she would be buying clothing and fashion, because ever since Shadowbringers, I know everyone got a glow up, but like her glow up was like especially good, and she made comments in Endwalker about needing a good outfit to go to Garlemald or whatever the heck, so I really think that she'd be focused on getting some really cool and fresh drip, I guess you could say, and books. I think all the Scions would buy books, but I think Y'shtola especially is buying books. Next, let's talk about Krile. And I think Krile would be getting herself a weighted blanket. She's been feeling kind of down in the dumps, feeling like she's the least useful Scion and stuff. So I think the weighted blanket would be like a nice little hug for her, kind of reduce some of her anxiety. So I feel like that's what she's looking for. Krile needs some help in the mental health section, and she's gonna be okay, but she needs that weighted blanket. The other thing I think she would buy would be those one-piece footy pajamas. I feel like they just fit her vibe. And of course, they would have like some sort of ears, cat ears, or little bear ears or something on the hood. So one-piece footy pajamas with a hood. And when I say one piece, I mean the type where you have to get naked to go to the bathroom. That is what Krile is buying. Alright, moving on. Grahatia. He is absolutely buying things for the Warrior of Light. Could be gifts, or he's gonna be buying stuff for like a date, maybe a tablecloth, a little basket, some little aesthetic pieces so he can set up a romantic date for him and the Warrior of Light. And then of course he's buying burgers, his new thing, his new fascination. He's gonna be hitting up the fast food restaurants, seeing who's got good deals, maybe even buying gift cards to his favorite ones so that he can just indulge as much as he wants. Next we have Alphinaud Alisae, and I think theirs is very simple. Clothes that don't match. That's it. They're tired of matching. Everyone's trying to make a match, so they're going to be buying a boatload of clothes to just completely reset and redo their wardrobes. They don't want to match. They're done with that. Moving on to Urianger, he's basically getting the same things as Y'shtola, but dial the weirdness up to like 100, because he definitely has a penchant for strange fashion, and he will be getting books, probably things to like research that he's interested in, but also poetry, because he's got to brush up on his speech patterns, make sure that he's always being as eloquent as possible. So that's what Urianger is buying. Let's move on to Thancred. Thancred's buying colored contacts. If you know, you know. Estinien. He was not given any money to use for Black Friday, so he is not buying anything. Even though the deals are ripe, he's probably still going to get scammed and buy something that costs more than it's actually worth. So Estinien, he's not shopping. He may be window shopping, but he has not been given any money for Black Friday. Somehow, I almost forgot to include Tataru, which would have been a sin. However, it's probably because Tataru is not buying anything. She is the one selling everything. She is one of the merchants that you are going to and getting your deals, and she is making bank and raking it all in. Vrtra. I think he would buy gifts for his people and possibly his sister. I know this is big spoilers, guys. I know we haven't found out if we're gonna save her or not, but like maybe he's hopeful, right? So I think that's what he would do, because what would he even want? Like he's a dragon. And he's a ruler. I feel like he's probably got everything he probably wants. So he's definitely being the benevolent ruler, satrap, whatever that he is, and he's getting gifts for other people. And how could I leave out our favorite duo, Nashu and Hildibrand? Nashu is buying gunpowder in bulk. I don't think I have to explain that one. And Hildibrand will be buying gentlemanly suits in bulk. Now this one I really had to talk about because Zenos. You would think he wouldn't be interested in Black Friday, right? Oh, he's so bored of the world. Oh my god, everything but killing people is boring. But even killing people is boring because nobody can fight. Only the Warrior of Light is interesting. So you'd think he wouldn't be interested in Black Friday. I disagree. He's lying to us. Zenos, there is one hobby he has that has completely captured and enraptured him. There is one thing that he most certainly cares about. His fucking hair. He is buying hair care, guys. There is no way. You cannot tell me. This guy belongs in a Garnier commercial, okay? So he is buying hair care. He's probably buying top of the line hair care because, you know, he's like kind of royalty or whatever the hell. So he's got the money. He's got the funds. And if he doesn't, he'll kill people to get it. So he's good and he's buying hair care and you can't convince me otherwise. I've been convinced for a very long time since I met this dude in, what was it, Stormblood or sooner. Whenever we first meet him, I was like, no, that guy, he really cares about his hair. Okay, moving on. And this video would not be about your favorite Final Fantasy XIV characters if I didn't include our 3 favorite ancients. So, what do I think they are buying for Black Friday? Well, I think Emet would think Black Friday is stupid. However, I do still think that he would be buying stuff. Why? Because I think Hythlo would convince him to do so. So, I think that Hythlo may possibly be buying nothing because he has, convinced Emet to do the buying for him. As for Venat, I think she'd be buying something for her sweet little dog. I said our 3 favorite ancients because I do think they are the favorites, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't include Hermes and Meteion. I definitely think Hermes is buying gifts for Meteion and Meteion is buying gifts for Hermes, but what exactly would they buy? I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like Hermes might try to find something that would interest Meteion or enthrall her, maybe some kind of toy or game. And as for Meteion, I think she would buy candy because she keeps mentioning that candied apple and Hermes tells her that she can't even taste it, but I think she says something about it making him happy, so I think that she would buy him candy. The last person I felt I absolutely positively had to include was Zero because everybody is obsessed with her, and honestly, I get it. When I first saw her, I was like, excuse me? Why can't I have that face model? Because it's kind of like a Hyur mixed with like a bunny boy. Like, I feel like the eyes are kind of very bunny boy style, but then the face more looks like a Hyur, especially because the ears are human ears. So I love her design, and I felt like she needed to be included. But unfortunately, I don't have anything interesting to say about her because I honestly think that Zero would not really understand the concept of Black Friday and would not care. She'd be like, can I buy ether to eat? Can I buy some ether to munch on? And honestly, she's already paid the Scions via helping them out, so she would be like, I don't have to pay any more for ether. Y'all said you would give it to me, so I don't need any of this stuff. So unfortunately, I know I had to include her because I know everybody really likes her, but I just don't think that she's really getting anything interesting. She's not even part of it. As you know, there are many characters in Final Fantasy XIV, so I could not possibly cover all of them, but I covered some of my favorites and probably some of your favorites. And if I missed anyone, then I would love to hear what you think they would buy in the comments, as well as your thoughts on anybody I did include in the video. What do you think the characters in Final Fantasy XIV would buy if they could participate in Black Friday? As for this Warrior of Light, she would like to buy your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. As always, thank you so much for watching. Bye!